And there's a lot of things that are coming at us, information from a horse. And in particular, we were talking about blemishes. And there's a little article in one of the Farrier Journals magazines about red lights for farriers. And one of the articles has to do with blemishes with, I don't know if you can see that picture.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, I got to flip the camera around. Hold on.
Well, some horses end up upside down.
There you go.
Right?
There, that's a little bit better.
Okay.
All right.
If you can see in the chest of this horse, there's some grooves into the muscling.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, it's a blemish. But if you feel around there, there's probably some scarring. It would definitely affect the fascia. And on a horse like this, when you're handling him, when I bring the hoof up on the hoof stand, do I have the same kind of range of ease of movement from left to right? And the horse is sound, but we could have a little bit of movement restriction. And, you know, the one in the higher one, you know, blemish that is there with the little red flag, a little red engine light, you know, that affects the brachiocephalicus that runs all the way up and ties into the back of the skull and all that. And that can affect head carriage. That can affect how the horse tracks. That can affect, because if that muscle is knotted up at that point because of the blemish, yeah, your horse may not be sound, but can it be something that's performance affecting? Very possible. And, you know, my years with Ray Morris doing all the body work, you know, I will lay my hands on that and see what it feels like, because you may feel lumps and hardness, scarring in there that's into the muscle itself. And, you know, goes through the outer fascia, goes to the muscle. The fascia should be free to move. If it's knotted up and tied in and scarred in an area, you may not get free movement in that area. So, you know, you got to be thinking about this. And over long term, lack of movement, lack of range of movement will affect the muscling in the horse. And as time goes, you may have a horse that is becoming more and more uneven because of a little thing we see as a blemish, but it affects the performance of the horse.
Now, that blemish that's shown here in the picture, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, can that be fixed?